Hey guys, what's going on? Thought I'd do a video about something that Michael put on my Facebook group yesterday. So if you're not a member of the Facebook group, I'll leave a link in the description below and you can come and join. It's called How to Make Money from Stock Alert Services. That's really all we talk about, and I'll leave a link so you can come and join this. People are always posting stuff about services, and this one in particular kind of stood out to me a bit. It's a good idea, it's a novel idea, and it's also, for the most part, free. So I thought I'd check it out and show you guys, and we can consider like potentially adding this as another tool into our tool chest, right, for trading. So I thought I'd check it out, and I looked at the homepage here, which is pretty interesting. So kind of a weird website. So I think it's definitely feels outdated or clunky, a little bit of both. I'll leave a link to come and check this out. It's called spytomorrow.com. So I'll put the link in the description below for you to check this out. So they do have a paid membership. I haven't looked at that yet. It's $99 a month. The thing that I'm looking at is just this pressure indicator that they have, which is also put on their Twitter page. So you can see this is just a Twitter widget that's put on here. So you can go and check them out on Twitter as well. And it's really a really simple free service, which is always good, right? So it's not difficult in the least. So what they do is they just publish this big red arrow, was yesterday. So there's a few different signals. There's a green arrow for if they think the market's going to go up. So here we go, like this. There's a down arrow. There's a neutral. I think that's it. There might be something down here though now. So literally just those three signals. So confused, going up and going down. And they publish this on Twitter and on this homepage in the last sort of hour of the day, I think. So it'll show here basically. So this was last night's, and so key signals point us down, but there are some mixed signals. So if you pay for the premium service for $100 a month, they go into a lot more details about exactly what these mixed signals are and what the probability, like how much faith do they have that the market is going to open up down, or at least in the first half hour it'll go down the next morning. And so this is a pretty useful thing to have, right? Especially if you're swing trading something overnight. I know a lot of people do Lotto X from Raging Bull on Thursdays, so that was yesterday, and I think this is something that might be helpful. If you're thinking about holding overnight with 0 DTE, you got to be pretty confident that you're going to get a gap up the next day, or at least some sort of bullish run fairly quickly because of the time decay on those options. So if you have something like this, which they show has a 70+% chance of working, it could be something that's really useful, right? So for example, yesterday it was mainly calls on Lotto X, and I exited before market close, and I didn't base that on this, but I should have, right? So I should have looked at this and been like, okay, chances of it opening up down tomorrow are 70%. I'm not going to hold these overnight. I exited for other reasons. I just wanted to curb the losses that was going on, and I had a feeling, this is a better indicator than just a feeling, right? I had a feeling the market was going to go down at least somewhat, and I was actually wrong. It started to go back up again pretty quickly. I'll show you that in a second, but I want to show you this page first a little bit. So they were saying it'll probably open down a little bit. There's a nice webinar here you can watch. It talks about it a little bit, and they have track record, which is always good. So let's see where we're at. So they're given the signal that they gave, and then they're given the next day. So this one didn't really work very well. It opened up higher. It did sell off, but they really talk about only looking at the first half hour. That's when they found the signals to be the most useful. So this one looks like it was a failed signal. This one worked though, so you can see they had a down arrow the day before, just near the close, and then this did gap down, and then it did make its way down a little bit. However, remember this time frame here is, you'd only be looking at this little section on the chart, like right here, because they don't advise holding, for the rest of the day. They mention that it often does, but it's more accurate overall in the bigger picture of things if you don't. This one would have been a slight loss, as they predicted it was going to go up. It didn't. It opened slightly down. This one would have been a nice win, so gap down overnight. Didn't do much after that, but again, you're only looking at this little section in here, the first half hour or so. Another failed signal, so you can see the dates on the left here. They go through every chart and stuff, but they do give an overall Periodically they give an overall win. So trading days it won 14 out of 20, which is a 70% win rate. And so you can go through and just look at each one, kind of get a feel for it and see what it kind of looks like. So yeah, it's not bad for a free service. The things obviously that are lacking is trade management. They don't really give any advice on here about what to do, right? So it's very much just a tool. It's not like a trade alert service really. But you can pick your own contracts, have a stop loss, have a target profit thing. It says here the pressure predictions are currently posted about 10 minutes before the close. So you have to be kind of on it, holding these things overnight, which is pretty cool. So for me, I think this is going to be more of an add-on. So things like for Lotto X, I'm trying to make that last-minute decision whether I'm going to hold it overnight or not. This could tip me one way or the other. It seems to have a 70% success rate, not bad. Again, having a high percentage win rate doesn't necessarily mean high profitability, just because it depends how much the winners and losers are, right? So you could gap up massively when it says a down day, and the losses will be much worse than the gains. So it's not going to be an absolute like smoking gun. You're going to win every trade and make millions of dollars, but nothing's really like that anyway. Let's have a quick look. So articles public. Weird how you hover over and it vanishes, kind of odd. Technical indicators. So I'm not sure if this is the technical indicators they use or not for this particular algorithm. I suspect that's probably proprietary. Let's see. So in this article they're just talking about how some people do it. They don't make it clear if they use these moving averages and Bollinger Bands and RSI and stuff. So pretty interesting little site. I don't think I'm going to subscribe to the $100 a month part of it though. I don't think that'll be worth it. I think I'll just keep a lookout on SPY tomorrow. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful, something extra to add to your tool chest, especially if you like to do overnight holds on options. This could be helpful. It's every single day at 5 or 10 minutes before market close. So yeah, so I'll leave a link to this and the Facebook group in the description below, and I'll talk to you guys soon.